What's up everyone, welcome back to my 1 to 99 OSRS guides. I'm Foxx and today we're doing a 2021 1 to 99 OSRS Slayer guide. I'm actually in a love-hate relationship with it right now. I enjoy it and I think it's really cool, but all the bossing I want to do is locked behind it. I'll get there, eventually. If you like my content, consider liking and subscribing, because there's more to come. This guide is based off combat and slayer levels and varies widely on XP depending on the monsters given, so I won't be laying out any XP charts. I will be breaking it into 5 sections though. Section 1 will go over Slayer Masters. Section 2 will go over Recommended. Section 3 will go over Quest Unlocks and XP Rewarded. Section 4 will go over Slayer Points, and Section 5 will be some additional options. Alright, so let's get into this. Section 1, Slayer Masters. You get tasks from the highest level Slayer Master that your combat and Slayer levels allow. Duradel is the best Slayer Master to use for the fastest experience. There are Slayer milestones every 10th, 50th, 100th, 250th, and 1000th task completed that award additional Slayer points. Just because you can access a better Slayer Master does not necessarily correlate to more XP per hour. Each Slayer Master usually assigns various monsters based on weight rating, which determines how likely you are to get that task. Some Slayer Masters have unique tasks to themselves that won't be assigned by another Slayer Master. Turiel, located in Birthorpe. You can use a game necklace to get to him. He can be used at any level with no requirements. He is often used to skip tasks, though he will reset your completed count, or to Turiel skip, in which you do 9 very low but quick tasks for no points and go back to your regular Slayer Master on the 10th milestone. This method allows you to knock out tasks quicker to hit the milestones which award additional points. Spria, located in Draenor Village. You can use the Amulet of Glory to get here. Must complete the quest, A Poor Sign of Interest. Mazkana, or something like that. Located in Canifis. Must be combat level 20 or 99 Slayer and have completed Priest in Peril. She is the first to start awarding milestone points. Vanaka, located in the Edgeville Dungeon. Can use an Amulet of Glory to get there. You need a combat level of 40 or 99 Slayer to use. Sheldar, located in Zenaris. You can use the small cabin in Lumbridge Swamp with a Drayman Staff or Fairy Rings to get there. You need 70 combat or 99 Slayer and must have completed Lost City. Konar Quo Matin, located on Mount Carolum, can use Fairy Rings to get there. You'll need a level of 75 combat or 99 Slayer. You must have completed a portion of Fairy Tale 2 Cura Queen for Fairy Ring access. The code is CIR. Neve, located in Tree Gnome Village. You can use the Spirit Tree to get here, but you must have completed the Tree Gnome Village quest. You'll need 85 combat or 99 Slayer. Duradel, located in Shiloh Village. The best way here, aside from the Karamja gloves, is to teleport to Ardoyne, take the boat to Brimhaven, then pay the cart to Shiloh Village. You'll need level 100 combat and 50 Slayer, or 99 Slayer. You must have completed Shiloh Village. Krystilia, who's located in Edgeville. I use an Amulet of Glory to get here. She can be accessed at any level, but you must have completed at least one task prior. She can change your respawn point for a one-time fee of 5 million coins. She assigns wilderness monsters and only those killed in the wilderness actually count. She has a separate task completion count and you must complete 5 Slayer task streak in order to start receiving points from her. You cannot have a regular and wilderness task even though they are counted separately. Section 2. Recommended. It's recommended to have fairly high combat stats and completed a lot of quests for blocks before starting to train Slayer. Although you can start at any level, the higher you are, the more you can output, and allows you to use better gear. Low-level Slayer Masters also have poor task lists and give fewer rewards. The recommended stats are 85 combat for access to Neve, or 100 combat for Duradel, 75 plus magic, 75 plus ranged if boosting, 70 plus prayer for piety, or 43 prayer for protection prayers, 50 construction for house teleports, 90 for ornate rejuvenation pool, occult altar, and fairy ring, 75 crafting for slayer rings, recommended quests and diaries, 200 plus or 250 plus quest points for 4 or 5 block slots, completion of desert treasure for access to ancient magics, start of Fairy Tale 2 Cura Queen for fairy ring access, completion of dwarf cannon for use of the dwarf multi-cannon, completion of King's Ransom and Night Waves Training Grounds for piety, completion of Hard Task and Karamja Diary for Karamja Gloves, completion of Bear Your Soul mini-quest for access to Soul Bearer. Section 3. Quest Unlocks and XP. To unlock Dagonoths, you'll need to do Horror from the Deep, Sagaz, Lunar Diplomacy, Skeletal Wyverns, Elemental Workshop 1. Mortania's Monsters and Slayer Tower, Priest in Peril. Mithril Dragons and Water Fiends, Barbarian Training. Jungle Horrors / Cave Horrors, Cabin Fever. Killer Watts, Ernest the Chicken. Dark Beasts, Morning's End Part 2. Fever Spiders, Rum Deal. Molinisks, Death to Dorgashun. Brine Rats, Olaf's Quest. Dust Devils, Desert Treasure. Demonic Gorillas, Monkey Madness 2. Fossil Island Wyverns, Bone Voyage. Adamant and Rune Dragons, Dragon Slayer 2. Spirit Creatures, Avian Seas, Death Plateau. Basilisk Knights, the Frumnik Exiles. And Sourhogs, a Poor Sign of Interest. For quest experience, the Natural History Quiz quest will give 1,000. Recipe for Disaster Dwarf subquest will give 1,000 XP. Animal Magnetism will grant 1,000 XP, but requires 18 Slayer, 19 Crafting, 30 Ranged, and 35 Woodcutting. A Poor Sign of Interest will grant 1,000 XP. The General Shadow mini quest will grant 2,000 XP. Royal Trouble will grant 5,000 XP, but requires 40 Slayer and 40 Agility. Wanted will give 5,000 XP, but requires 32 quest points. Lair of Tarn Razorlore, a mini quest, will give 5,000 XP, but requires 40 Slayer. The Frumnik Exiles will give 15,000 XP, but requires 60 Slayer, 65 Crafting, 60 Smithing, 60 Fishing, and 55 Rune Crafting. Monkey Madness 2 will give 25,000 XP, but requires 69 Slayer, 70 Crafting, 60 Hunter, 55 Agility, and 55 Thieving. Champions Challenge, Invisible Mini Quest, will grant 40,348 XP, but requires 32 quest points, with a total of 101,348 XP. Section 4. Slayer Points. Slayer reward points are awarded for the 5th consecutive task and every task thereafter, if using anyone but Turiel and Spria. These can be used to cancel tasks, permanently block tasks, store tasks for later, or unlock useful rewards. When training for fastest experience, generally the optimal order for spending points is blocks, including Special Fossil Island Wyvern block, Superior Slayer monsters, Slayer helmet, extensions, extra unlocks such as Slayer rings. Canceling a task costs 30 points. Blocking costs 100 points. And you can now store tasks, but to unlock that it's 1,000 points, but after it's unlocked, it'll only cost 50 points to store a task. Up to 6 assigned monster groups can be blocked. 50 quest points are required per slot, totaling 250 points for 5 slots. A 6th slot can be unlocked by completing the Elite Lumbridge and Draenor Diary. For 500 Slayer points, you can block Fossil Island Wyverns, which can be toggled on and off as desired. The main goal is to spend as much time as possible doing good tasks and as little time on bad tasks, so utilizing your blocks and cancels is necessary to keep a stable level of reward points while maximizing the amount of good tasks. It's recommended to keep enough points for several cancels in a row just in case. A good task would be any task you have the appropriate gear and access for at that moment. Running around trying to get to a certain location, trying to gain access to a location, or getting gear you don't have or the money for could potentially slow down your training, which could make a block or cancel extremely handy in these situations. Undesirable tasks with high weight, tasks most commonly assigned, should be blocked as soon as possible, and tasks with lower weight, less common tasks, should be skipped. It is better to block the more common one. So example, if you do not wish to do Greater Demons or Iron Dragons but only have 1 block left, it's better to block Greater Demons, which has a weight of 9, over Iron Dragons, which has a weight of 5. This means that because Greater Demons' weight is higher, it's more likely to be given as a task over Iron Dragons, so you'll spend less points blocking Greater Demons and canceling Iron Dragons as they appear. Blocking should only be done for Duradel, as most of the lower Slayer Masters will not assign some, if not most, of the monsters. If shooting for fastest experience, you should generally spend a majority of the time doing high experience tasks and the rest of the time on fast tasks. If you're aiming for money, you should generally spend the majority of the time killing highly profitable bosses and monsters on tasks, such as Vorkath for Blue Dragons, Cerberus for Hellhounds, Abyssal Sire for Abyssal Demons, and Demonic Gorillas for Black Demons. The rest of the time should be fast tasks for points. You can unlock new tasks with Slayer points, but generally not worth it when training efficiently. You can extend a task for Slayer points, which greatly increases the number that you can be assigned. Only do this for tasks you generally do. It's a waste otherwise. Superior Slayer monsters are unlocked via the Bigger and Badder perk, requiring 150 Slayer points. Several monsters have 1 out of a 200 chance of attracting a superior, which is a stronger version of their counterparts, but grant additional Slayer XP. They can also drop valuable and the well sought after Eternal Gem or Imbued Heart. This can be toggled on or off. The only recommended killing perk to get is Gargoyle Smasher, should you do gargoyle tasks. They are assigned quite frequently, and you'll save time by automatically smashing them whenever they reach 9 hit points or lower, and automatically smashing Dawn and Dusk when they reach 0 hit points. Shroom Sprayer can also be unlocked, but only if the player completed mutated Zygamite tasks. Section 5. Some additional options. Using a Dwarf Multi-Cannon can speed up tasks and allow you to train ranged at the same time. It's not usable in all locations and can be quite expensive. You must have completed Dwarf Cannon to use. Prayer is used extensively while training, so bringing prayer potions or super restores to every task is handy. Higher prayer levels are recommended. Level 37, you can get Protect from magic. At level 40, you can get Protect from missiles, which is ranged. And at level 43, you can get Protect from melee. But the higher the prayer you have, the more useful your prayer potions and super restores become. Proselyte armor is also helpful. It can be obtained after completing the Slug Menace quest and purchased from Sir Tiffy Cashin in Falador Park. You can use a Ring of Wealth to get there quickly. You'll also need 30 defense and 20 prayer to wear it. It has a prayer bonus which makes it ideal for use during Slayer tasks when prayer potions are involved. It's recommended to still wear your Slayer helm with the Proselyte plate body and legs. This ended up being my longest guide to date. So much information without actual XP rates. But don't let it discourage you. Slayer can be quite fun. Thanks for watching.